comes in very attractive packages. I think we've all felt like prisoners in our own lives, but I think wisdom is when you begin to realize, or you come to realize, that actually the bolt was on the inside of the cage, not on the outside. So it took me a long time to realize that it's me, myself, who's caged myself into rooms, into spaces, into cages.
You have to first fill that cup up through self-love. My thing was more like codependency was a problem with me, people pleasing. Because my parents had been so busy when I was small, wasn't given much time. All that. My grandmother was raising me. She was very religious, extremely religious. I was sharing a room with her, so puja part was going on morning to night. And the whole idea of marriage and children and all that. And I did all that. But I, exactly like what Pooja is saying, completely lost myself.
But I'm blessed to have people in my life, family and friends, who would not allow me to be anything else but authentic.
I want to ask a question to Pooja, that how do you deal with all this, like the negativity inside what we have, toxic word, what you said, what helps you to get out of this?
I let it out. If I feel despair, I feel despair fully.
Because I've noticed here, like, men have a huge ego, and compared to they want to be in power trip when it comes to controlling women or certain situations that they don't like being answered to. How did you handle that?
Who overrules who? And it is just about how you conduct yourself, and you tell them that you're not taking shit for granted.
So eventually it's your work that speaks. You got to keep showing up, you got to keep doing the job, and yes, you got to work harder. That's the way it is. And eventually then they realize that you're here to stay and they can't fight you.
I look at the heart as love, empathy, kindness, respect, dignity.
Correct.
I look at it from that perspective. But people have given us that faith to be able to, change the narrative. So do it with all your heart. So whatever I've taken up in my life has been all heart, of course with mind in place. But heart is necessary for the empathy, for the kindness, for the understanding, for the dignity of all, for the respect for all, and of course above it all, the love.
I've just realized something of late. I used to always believe that only women who are working and only women who are independent are the empowered women. And I was really wrong.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was very wrong, because I used to feel anybody who's working and is independent is empowered. And over the years, I learned that a happy woman is an empowered woman. And that happiness ka definition could be anything. Somebody would like to be a homemaker and be happy. Great. Somebody wants to be a mother and be happy. So happiness is something which can empower you. I've met so many women in different villages, the underprivileged women, and they all have different definitions. So I have learned one thing, Sharika, that a happy woman is an empowered woman, and happiness definition could be different for different women. It's not what I think or you think. That's what I have learned. So yeah, I think all women should be happy.
Yeah. That's all. There have been a lot of comments, then there have been a lot of insinuations, character assassination, big jobs done on me over the period of time in my political journey. And you may be doing exceedingly well today, tomorrow you may not even find yourself anywhere. So that those are things which you also could mentally condition yourself, that you're in this for a long haul, you're going to fight this through. You're not going to give up because someone has some agenda or some opinion about you or about my gender, irrespective. So you just keep walking.
That's why I dedicated this book to all women who are on the journey of self-discovery, because that's the journey I'm on.